All right, hello everyone. How are you? This is Kay. Good to see you again. So today is the 5th of March, and this is on Tuesday. So this is going to be another live stream for this week. Looks like the markets are trending today. I saw some breakouts, and gold is now also bullish. So I will review some markets today and share my analysis and views. So I am now in Dubai, and today it has been very foggy and some rains over here, but I hope you're having a great day. And yeah, let's see what's happening among the markets today. And also this week, since this is first week of the month, we have lots of big news, big major fundamental news. So yeah, we just have to be careful on these fundamentals as well. So I will review the fundamental news and also check some charts today. Okay, all right, good to see you everyone. Thanks for joining. Okay, Michael, good to see you. All right, and thank you very much for the comment. I'm so glad that you're becoming strong in psychology, because psychology is the most important in trading. If you have wrong psychology or if you have wrong mindset, as myself, then my strategy may not work for you, because every strategy has different style and different mindset or psychology behind. So I'm a trend follower, and I swing trade, day to swing trade. So I am not a scalper. So if you are also the swing trading mindset and trend follow mindset, then my strategy will fit you. And that's what I share here on my YouTube. Okay, but yeah, thank you very much for the comment. All right, and Kevin, good to see you. And Cole, good to see you too. All right, and Winstocks, thanks for joining. Great to see you again also. All right, Ifeani, good to see you too. All right. All right. Yeah, last Forex review, I learned a lot. All right, great to see you. Great to hear that. Yeah, basically, I'm sharing basically what I see and what I find among the markets based on my experience. And it has been 10 years since I did the trading full time, so time really flies. But looking back, I have lots of struggles and psychological struggles and difficulties, especially when I was losing for the first 2 years. It was the most difficult time. So yeah, based on my experience, I have lots to share. And also as my student, as myself as a Japanese who use Ichimoku, I have also Ichimoku knowledge through the original books, which you can see on top here. So yeah, it's been my honor to be able to share my knowledge through YouTube to you. All right, CSM, good to see you. And Vic, thanks for joining. Ajay, good to see you too. All right. Why? Did you trade Euro AUD? No, I didn't. I didn't trade. All right, CSM says Pound CAD looks good. Okay, all right, let's check that. All right, is there good to see you? Ifeani says, please help if possible to do a breakdown of how to relate 4-hour time frame and M15 for entries. Yeah, so if you're new to my YouTube, then please first come to my website, which is this one. Let me switch screen here and hover over on free download and click on the KTS, Case Trading Strategy. And you can also find download free PDF and series of videos. Then you will understand exactly how I look for the trending market and confirm and entry exit strategies and break-even timings and so on. So if you haven't watched these videos yet, please do, so that you have better understanding of my strategy overall. So again, come to free download and click on the KTS, K's trading strategy. Then you can find these videos. Yeah, so basically I'm a trend follower. So whenever I see 4-hour time frame trending, and I confirm 1 hour, 30-minute time frames to be trending too, and look for entries on the 15 or 5-minute time frames. And if you want to learn more about my strategy, you can always welcome to GTS, which opens in April, or KTS Academy, which is the monthly subscription. But yeah, let me check some other comments. Gan, thanks for joining. All right, and Mr. Black Sheep, good to see you. Debbie, it's good to see you too. All right, Y says, I got 3 consecutive losses today. What should I do next? Oh, when you have 3 consecutive losses in a day, you better stop trading because the market is not in your favor, simply. So when you have losing streaks, you have to understand that your strategy is not fitting to the market. So you have to stay away. If you keep trading, then you may have more losses. And we are here to make profits, but we're here not to recover from the losses. So until you find the next setup, next trade opportunities, you have to stay away. Maybe come back tomorrow or 2 days later and see if you can find some new trends. That's what I recommend. Yeah, and also losses are the part of the process in trading. So losses are not always bad. We are paying kind of cost in order to get returns. So if the losses are kept small, then that's fine too. If the loss is big, then you have to manage the risk management. So losses itself are okay, but if you have consecutive losses, that simply means that the market is not in your favor. Okay, Ko says, had a bad trade yesterday, Euro JPY. It got to my direction after I hit my stop loss within 20 minutes. I thought my psychology is strong, but actually not. Oh yeah, so again, yeah, we are here to make profits. So sometimes when you lose, you may feel pain, or you may get stressed, or you don't like it simply to the losses. So whenever I have losses, I don't see the loss itself as an event, but how I see is that losses are the part of the process, and I know how much drawdown I have. Usually when I enter trades and when I lose, I only lose 1% of my account. Let's say I have 500,000, then my losses are only 1%, which is 5,000. So it's really small in terms of ratio, 1%. So if you have the losses to be small in terms of ratio, then that's fine. Although it's a loss, you should be healthy in psychology. So start to focus on the drawdown percent or the losing percentages, not like how many times you lost and so on, or how much you lose. It's not really important. Always think about the ratio, always. Okay, Balaji says, can you please break down daily and 4-hour charts too? Yeah, sure, let's do it today. Let me review some charts today and see what's going on. All right, Principals, good to see you. And Faiz, good to see you. All right. Karanja says, hello, Kay. What's your take on specializing on Boom 1000 on Derive? I'm not really sure about that. I am not really sure. Guebo, good to see you. And CG, thanks for joining. Guebo says, can you tell us how to manage the stop loss when I wave occurs against your position? Simply, whenever I see that, I simply exit with invalidations. So if the market goes up towards my direction, then goes down in I wave, before the price hit the stop loss, I must see invalidations, so I would exit there for sure. So that's how I imagine in terms of the, the I wave against my direction. Yeah, but usually I wave against my direction doesn't happen. Usually the market gradually goes against me, and before the price hit the stop loss, I exit. So for me, stop loss is the worst case scenario. It's like the seatbelt on the highway. So if the price hit the stop loss, I still lose 2%, which is very small, but its worst case scenario is 2%. Usually I can find exit confirmations before the price hit the stop loss. But sometimes there's a big surprise in the news, or without any fundamental news, sometimes the market just goes opposite direction, and within the 5 minutes, the market may hit the stop loss. In that case, I may exit at the stop loss, but the worst case is only 2% drawdown of how much I have in my account. Okay, Y says, my capital is 100, but I got 3 consecutive losses today. So again, the ratio, how much percent drawdown did you have on that account? It doesn't matter if it's 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000. It doesn't really matter. What matters is how much percent did you lose for these losses. And if the losses are more than 6%, I would say more than 5% per day, then you better stop trading today. So for you, if it's 100, then if you lost $5 today, then you better stop trading. Okay, all in Bitcoin. Yeah, maybe it's going up, right? Yeah, it's crazy, Bitcoin. I never trade Bitcoin or cryptos, but I do observe the markets and I see it's bullish. Very strong. Kasuma says, hello Kei-san, yesterday I started to learn about your Ichimoku Kinko history. Is it possible to learn this system as my one and only for my trading life? Sure, you can. It's possible, of course, to learn this system as one and only strategy. For me, I also use Ichimoku. I do use Ichimoku strategy and also indicator as indicator. But yeah, because I trade Forex, major pairs, my trading style is more like intraday to swing trade. So I found multiple time frame analysis with Ichimoku is found to be more effective, and entry exit in the lower time frames are more effective. And in the lower time frames, I don't use Ichimoku because Ichimoku is lagging. And I used to use Ichimoku signals in the lower time frames like the 5-minute chart, but now I don't. So yeah, you can learn the Ichimoku system, the whole Ichimoku system for your trading life. And also, as the creator of Ichimoku suggests, you better learn the price action. That's the most important part. Okay, H2, good to see you. And Jojo says, hi Kay, how do we navigate the market during high impact news? During the high impact news, I simply do not enter trades. Simply I come back a chart after these big news. So usually I have either have no positions before the news, or I set break even already at the news so that I don't lose on these big news. Okay, yeah. Supun says, hi Mr. K, I took a trade today on pound AUD according to KTS and caught 22 pips. Okay, that's great. That's great. Did you fix the 22 pips? If so, then that's good. But yeah, so just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Yeah, never change the strategy if it works, right? Sometimes, people change strategies or indicators whenever they lose, especially like, only like, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times only losses, then they tend to change the strategies. But if you keep doing that, then, you won't be able to be consistent on what you do. I think the power of using the same indicator or same strategy is that not only you know when the strategy works, but also when it doesn't work. And I think when the strategy doesn't work is really important to know among the markets, because no strategy, works 100% in any conditions in the market. So if you know when the strategy doesn't work, then you can stop trading or you can stay away. And that's more important than, looking for the entry timings or, making profits. Because if you are at the wrong timing in the wrong market with their strategy, then you may keep losing, and, you may have some drawdowns big, or you may blow account. So I think the power of using the same strategy is to know when not to take trades. So when I first became a full-time trader, I thought my job is to take entries and take profits. And it is actually. We have to take entries and exit and take profits, and that's why we're here. And that's why I'm sure you're also on my YouTube to learn my strategy and learn Ichimoku strategy too. But I was the one who was thinking like that when I was newbie. But as time goes on, like I took like 10 trades, 20 trades per day, but still some days I got the losses. I took much more time than when I was like working full-time for the company. So like spending like 12 hours per day and continuously checking the charts and continuously repeating entry and exits every day. So some days are profitable, some days are losses too. Some days break even. So I was wondering, what is trading and how can I make profits consistently? So back then I was keep changing my strategy or keep changing the numbers on the indicators and keep looking for the holy grail in this way. But it wasn't really a success. It was just wasting time. Well, looking back, now I became profitable and I'm able to trade myself alone. So looking back, it wasn't a waste. But back then I thought it was a waste of the time. So it took me actually 2 years until I realized the importance of using the same strategy and same indicator and perfect that strategy instead of looking for the other winning strategies. So yeah, it's quite a a big journey for me actually. When you come to my website and go to my profile page, so just click on this case profile, then you can actually find all my history of my life since I was born, and my profit history ever since 2013 when I first started my trading journey. And it took me 3 years to be profitable. Ever since I never lose. Ever since 2015, I never lose in yearly basis. This is yearly performance. But yeah, it's been quite a big journey. I have some trade histories since 2020 on the screenshots like this in April and May and June. So yeah, it's really quite a big journey for me. Okay, Costa says, I managed to regain last week's loss, but I'm glad it happened, taught me a good lesson. Yeah, always, make the losses or make the mistakes as a part of the lessons. And learn from your own mistakes. Learn from the losing trades. Even learn from the winning trades. How you could win more, or how you can improve these winning trades. This mindset is also important. Yeah, we tend to be happy when we win profits, and we tend to be sad when we lose. But it can be also opposite. You know, when you win, you can doubt yourself. Was my entry right? Or was my take profit timing right? Or when you lose, you can always try to look for something to learn, and that's very important. Yeah. Okay. Ajay says Euro JPY is non-trending in daily 4-hour 30 is breakdown, right? So it's range. It's not timing to sell, it's range. Okay, Faiz says, can you please share your experience on Swiss franc pairs? Are they chopping, and do you trade any? Right, I do trade Swiss franc JPY, or I mean Swiss franc pairs. So on the right is my watch list, and I have 21 pairs, and I include Swiss franc pairs. But yeah, Swiss franc pairs are more spiky, more choppy, so I think it's more tricky to trade. So it can be, you know, both ways. Once you run profits, you can win big on the Swiss franc pairs, but if not, it may be difficult to trade. Okay, Winstock says, when the Y wave ends. When the Y wave ends is when you see the new N wave. After Y wave, that's when Y wave ends. Yeah. Weibo says, thanks a lot, Sensei. I asked because I feel like I cannot take the right momentum of the market. Seems like I'm entering trades a little bit late. Oh yeah, so also in terms of trading, it's all about timings. If you are entering late, then simply exit with the small drawdowns. And one of these trades, you may be able to, you can capture some nice, you know, timings, and that's when you make profits. If the timing is wrong, then simply exit with the small minimum drawdowns. Okay, Guebo says, do you wait how much confirmations to close a position? That I can explain. I'm explaining that in KTS Academy and GTS. Those in-depth questions are answered on these communities. Costa says, please press that like button, K. Oh, thank you very much for the encouragement. Yeah, if you liked it, please press the like button so far. Oh, I have lots of comments and questions today. Let me cover some and check them. Start to check the markets now. All right, Baba, good to see you. H2 says, can you explain what's the difference between Ichimoku and price action? Ichimoku is the indicators, 5 indicators, and you know, wave theory, time theory, price theory, and those are Ichimoku Kinkohyo. Ichimoku is not the price action. Price action is the candlestick patterns. So they are completely different. Hello, Reza, good to see you. Hello, Kaiwalia, good to see you too from India. All right, Gyan says, hi Kay, I'm unable to get a profit in the stock market with Ichimoku. Why Ichimoku doesn't work in a day trading stock market? It does work. It does work in day trading stock market because Ichimoku was originally created to trade the stock market and indices. I'm using Ichimoku in the Forex markets because simply I'm trading Forex and I'm familiar with the Forex markets, but it does work in the stock and indices. Okay, so now let me check some markets now. Let me check the daily time frame. Today, let's see. Euro USD seems to be range. So I think in the Sunday's weekly forecast, I said Euro USD is range. Cannot tell which way it's going, and seems like it's consolidating continuously. Let me quickly check some good markets right now that I think. Let me see. Let me just unflag everything. Euro AUD was breaking the resistance, but now it's coming back down. So this one is not really a good market to trade in. Euro pound is range. Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc seems to be good still. After the breakout of the Kumo, the market was supported by the Senko span B and the previous resistance. And ever since, it has been in consecutive bullish in the waves. So this market is now bullish continuously. It also broke the resistance. And also in the bigger picture, it broke the descending trend line on the weekly or the monthly time frame. So yeah, I think the price goes up to here, double top, or the previous support level, 0.9688. So yeah, Euro Swiss franc looks to be one of the good pairs to monitor this week so far. So let me just mark orange today. But now Kijun Sen is flat, Kumo flat, so it's in the middle of the retracement. So this is not a good timing to buy. The market may retrace to Tenkan Sen because previously the market has been supported by that Tenkan Sen. So it may come down Tenkan Sen and goes up, or it may be supported by the trend line and goes bullish continuously. So Euro Swiss franc to me is still up bullish. Let me see. Pound USD is still within the P wave, resistance of the P wave, and the price is within the Kumo Chikou span touching, so this is range. We cannot really tell which way it's going. And when Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span touching like this, then we have to also be careful of this P wave breakout or the descending trend line breakout, because it may be fake. It may be fake breakout and the market may retrace back down. So Pound USD seems not to be a good market to trade today. Let me see. Pound JPY is near the resistance. Pound CAD is now good. It broke the resistance. It's breaking that resistance. And this is a daily time frame. And for this market to close, it takes another 7.5 hours. So, but looks like it's up. Kumo's getting thicker and bigger. Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen are up. Chikou span is now broke. Chikou span broke the candlesticks and it's bullish. So Pound CAD looks also good to monitor. The resistance is close, but I think this resistance is not that strong. So I think it's safe to trade on this one. Pound CAD. Let me double check on the weekly situation. So weekly time frame, Chikou span breakout also happening, and Kumo Senko span AB are up. So yeah, looks like it's bullish this week so far too. So yeah, Pound CAD seems to be good. Okay, and Pound AUD is also breaking the resistance, but now the closing price is on the previous resistance, exactly on the previous resistance, 1.9533. So in this case, I don't want to jump in the market because it may be closing with below the resistance today. If it closes below the resistance today, then tomorrow the sellers may be dominant. If it closes like this, then you will see the long wick up tomorrow, and as the new candlestick forms like this, then it may be bearish. It may be a bearish bar tomorrow. So Pound AUD is breaking the resistance, but the breakout momentum seems to be a bit weak. Let me double check the 5 minute. Okay, so yeah, the market broke the resistance like this, But after the breakout timing was really strong. It was even supported by the previous resistance. So that was nice. That was a nice momentum bullish until here, until 6:40 a.m. UTC today. And ever since, the market went down in box range and it actually went bearish. And this previous support is now becoming the new resistances. So to me, it's bearish in a 5-minute. This is the price action. So in this reason, this is not a good market to trade unless the market breaks the previous resistance on a 5-minute, which is 1.9545. If it breaks bullish, then it may go up, turns bullish, and if the market closes the daily resistance today, then from tomorrow it may continue bullish. Or even if it closes within today above the resistance, for the rest of the day today it may continue bullish too. So for now, as far as I look at the 5-minute, it's bearish. So this one is not really a good market to trade. It's risky to trade, I think. Let's see. Pound Swiss franc is also breaking the new resistance. So there was a previous resistance level up here, 1.1242. Yeah, and previous support levels too. Also, this is another important level. This 1.1242 because there were multiple resistances, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. In this area, there are lots of resistances too. So 1.1242 seems to be the key level, and now it's been a bit resisted today. Kumo is bullish, Kijun Sen, the price above the Tenkan Sen, and the market has been supported by the Tenkan Sen, so it's bullish, but along the way up, it may retrace from here, then goes bullish. So overall, it's up. It's uptrend. And let me also quickly check the 5-minute situation. Oh yeah, so again, 5-minute shows it's bearish. After the breakout of the new high, there was a nice, big doji, and ever since the market went down. And this is consecutive bearish in waves. So far it's going down this way. Yeah, so in terms of the price action on the 5-minute, this one is not good to buy. I think we better wait for the breakout of 1.1242 area and look for some new opportunities. So let's see. So if you look at the lower time frames like this, 5 or 15-minute time frames like this, then you get lots of insights in terms of the lower time frames. So when the market is near the resistance or support, and when you see a long wick on the daily time frame, then you can check the 5-minute and look into the price action and how it was rejected. Okay, USD CAD has lots of resistances here, so this is not really good to trade. Let me see. Oh yeah, AUD Swiss franc to me is still bearish because this is still in a descending P wave. So I'm still looking for the timing to sell. But today's candlestick is bearish, but it has been consolidating for the last 3 days. So from here, I'm not really sure if it goes bearish or range, or it may even break the P wave bullish. So Kumo is now getting very thin and flat. So that means the market is losing the momentum. When you see the Kumo flat and thin, that means the market is less volatile, less active. But when you see the Kumo thin up or down, that means the market is overbought, oversold. So both Kumo thin, flat or up and down, but they are totally opposite meaning. So now Kumo flat and horizontal. So this means that the market is losing its volatility. So even if you trade buy or sell now, I don't think you can make, you can run good profits. You may think that this is near the resistance, the P waves, so why not sell and stop loss above the P wave, and it may work, right? But we never know how many days or weeks or even months for this market to go down because of the flat and thin Kumo. It may consolidate for the next 1 week like this and touch the P wave again, then finally goes bearish too. But again, we can't really tell how many days it's going to consolidate. So for now, I wait for the downtrend confirmation and then look for the selling opportunity on this one. So we as a trader, we have to be like a hunter or a sniper, Just because the market's moving every day, it doesn't mean that you have opportunities every day. Just because price moving every day, rabbits moving every day, lions or tigers, won't jump into these prey every day, right? They stay, hide in the bushes, and they take all the energy to capture the prey whenever the timing's right. So I think we have to be like that in trading as well. Whenever timing's not right, I simply do not enter trades. Let's see. CAD/JPY seems to be flat, but looks like it's being supported by the previous resistances and also the Kijun Sen. So yeah, the previous resistances are now becoming the support. So this is also typical reverse pattern. So I think the price goes up continuously. So if it does, if it goes up, I think we can look for the buying opportunities. But if it breaks the Kijun Sen, then no trade, because I think the market becomes very choppy. And hit the Kumo, and the market becomes even more choppy after hitting the Kumo. So yeah, JPY pairs still to me is bullish. So I'm still looking for the right timing to enter trades. CDC's franc seems to be flat Kumo, flat Kijun Sen's range. But this one also previous resistance and becomes support. So previous resistances are now becoming support. So and Kijun Sen becomes support too. So to me, it's up bullish. But the thing is, we don't know how many days it takes for this market to be bullish, because now Kumo, Kijun Sen both flat. And finally, Swiss franc JPY seems to range too. Yeah, for this one also, I was once looking for the buying entry to expect the market breaks the resistance of 171.78, but looks like it's still consolidating and now it's a bit retracing, so not really a good market to trade. Okay, yeah, so that's my overview on this market. So looks like now Euro Swiss franc seems to be good because it's bullish above the Tenkan Sen and it has been supported by the trend line. But Kumo is flat, Kijun Sen is flat and within the Kumo. So we have to wait for them to be up and look for the buying setup on the daily time frame basis or 4-hour time frame too. And pound CAD is, this one is I think the best today so far. At this moment, I think pound CAD looks to be the best. So 4-hour is up also, and because it's breaking the new highs and the previous resistance is now becoming support. So yeah, pound CAD seems to be good. Let me check the news website and see if there's big news coming up soon or not. Okay. Okay, so let's see today. Oh, there's a big news coming up in 18 minutes. Services PMI. Oh yeah, so this one is usually high impact. So let's see how this one will go. Oh yeah, so during the live today, let's monitor the news on this one and see how it plays out. And I will share my insights before and after big news. So 17 minutes. 17 minutes, there will be a big news. Okay, so until the big news, let me check some more comments. All right, again, thank you very much for joining, everyone. Good to see you again. Okay, Guebo, you're welcome. My pleasure. Yeah, my pleasure. Reza says, Kay, when I re-study the lessons I learned from Ichimoku, I see new things in them. Are you the same? Yes, I do. Yes. Every time I read these original books of Ichimoku, I learn something new. So that's exactly how I feel. Yes, because we are learning and we are not stopping. We are continuously learning and growing our knowledge, experience, and wisdom. So I think we learn the best when the timing's right. Just like trading, right? Now, if you watch my live stream, the videos, it may not really make sense. But 1 year later, if you come back, then it may make sense too. And it happens. So depends on the experience, depends on what you have been going through. The learning process, what you get from these books or videos will be different. So I think it's good to look back the same resource, same books or same videos, once in a while, so that you may all learn something new, but also you can notice your own progress. Like now, the things I say in YouTube may be everything new, and this concept of trend follow or Ichimoku knowledge may be new to you, but once you get used to it and look back my own videos, then you may think, oh, I know everything already. So yeah, so that's I think how everything works. So sometimes I look back my old books, like I read The Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Since still even now, I read through the book again and learn something new, or these Ichimoku original books, or this Ichimoku Kinko-hyo book. I read through, and every time I read, I learn something new. So it's really profound, because it's all about the timings when you touch this information. So, and never stop learning these things. Always continuously learn, continue to learn, and continue to brush up your knowledge and experiences. Yeah. Okay, John says, hi K, AJ is resisting on the 1 hour chart. It didn't break last week. Right, AJ, right, let me see. Resisting on 1 hour chart, let me see. 1 hour chart, it's, right, there's a support, 2 supports. So looks like it's supported by the previous support level or support zone. So yeah, it's still not been broken yet. I think the best timing is to wait for the breakout and sell. But AUDJPY seems to be bearish now, especially this week. After the market opens, now I can see that downtrend. So since Monday it's downtrend, so it may break the support and it goes bearish. Yeah. Okay, Babak says, do you think gold will have a retrace to Kijun-sen on the daily time frame? We have a big island, Kumo, and also overbought. Okay, let me check gold. Right, I was also monitoring gold today because it was bullish. And let me see. So gold, in terms of the daily time frame, this one is overbought, right? It's overbought because of the thin Kumo. So in this case, you never enter trade. Like I mentioned, this is, like a rocket shooting up on the to the sky. So it may fall down very sharply too. So looks like now it's been retracing. So let me see how it's retracing based on the 5-minute time frame. Well, actually before that, in terms of Ichimoku, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen are also too close together, so that's overbought too. So I don't think the market goes up continuously. I think at least the market has to consolidate. Usually when there's a big I wave like this, and breakout of the new high, usually what happens is that the market consolidates and it forms inside bar. Inside means the latest candlestick's high and low. High is up here. Hold on, let me see. Let me just put this yellow line so that it stands out. So high is up here and low is down here on this candlestick. So from tomorrow, most likely, this is just speculation, but most likely whenever this big I wave happens, the market starts to consolidate. So it doesn't break the latest candlestick high and low from tomorrow. It continues to form inside, and as it gets inside, then Kumo Senko span AB will be flat most likely, and Kijun Sen will be flat too. Tenkan Sen may be up and down, but Senko span B for sure. Senko span A may be up and down too, but Senko span B and Kijun Sen will be flat. So once it becomes flat, Senko span A may be flattened up like this. Then it becomes the thicker Kumo. Usually becomes thicker Kumo, and after the Kumo gets thicker enough, once the market breaks the resistance, that will make the Kumo to be bullish, and Kijun Sen to be bullish too. Chikou span remains above candles, and that's the best timing to buy. So you can actually tell exactly what timing will be the best when it breaks by the Kumo thickness in this logic. And that's why the Kumo thickness is important. In terms of the range breakout, the Kumo thickness is also very important. If the Kumo is still thin and flat, that means the market was consolidating, but there's no volatility, like we saw it earlier. So even if it breaks, it may be fake and retrace. But if the Kumo is thicker and bigger, and the breakout happens on the inside engulfing, then it tends to go bullish continuously. So in this case, after the overbought signal on this Kumo shape, I prefer to wait for the market to consolidate for a while. Maybe within this week, if it does consolidate or retrace even, it may retrace too. And as it retraces also, the Kumo will be thicker, so that once it breaks new high, that will be more trustable to buy. So yeah, that's what I will be waiting and expecting to happen. Okay, news is coming up in 9 minutes, 8 minutes, so let's see. Okay, hello Riyadh, good to see you. Thanks for joining. He says, we are on horrible situation with time frame TFT prop firm. They have issues with brokers. Many brokers cut their businesses with prop firms. Yeah, that's the cons about the prop firms, right? That's the risk side of the prop firms. Yeah, prop firms are also connected with the brokers. So once the brokers are rejecting one of the prop firms, and you won't be able to trade. and you may not, get your money back too. So that's the risk to trade on the prop firms. Yeah, I have been using my own money only. I never challenged the prop firms, and this is one of the reasons. And I don't want to be controlled by the drawdown percent or targets per month or per year or per day even, because that affects psychology too. So if I trade with my own money, to me that will be the best. But again, depends on the person. If you want to challenge, why not? If you pass it and if you get funded, then of course you can make profits, take trades, make profits, and you get returns. And once you have enough money, then maybe you can consider trading with your own money and continue your journey. Okay. All right, CSM says, last month I saw you only risk 1% trade. Yeah, sometimes I only risk 1% when the situation is not right or when I'm not confident to trade. But if I want to, then I lower the risk per trade. For example, if the market is near the resistance, but I still expect the market breaks, but still, I wasn't sure, then I risk 1% to trade. So I change the risk per trade depending on the market conditions like this. And I'm sure you will get this idea as you experience more and more in trading. You may start to find your favorite situation, the favorite setup to trade. Then you can take more risk per trade, but never take too high risk. Up to, I would say, 4% will be good. Okay, Robert, you're welcome. Thank you very much for the comment. Okay, Aditya says, which indicator are you using? This is Ichimoku Kinko Hyo indicator. Yes, you can actually find it here, Ichimoku. This is what I'm using right now. Okay, Spoon, you're welcome too. Thank you very much for the comment. Robert says silver, please. Yeah, silver is also trending up, right? Today, this is a daily time frame. It's about to break the Kumo, but Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen are together, and the gap is really small. So this one is overbought. Yeah, but I think silver looks better than gold because, if you look at the gold again, gold is like all-time high, and this is overbought. Kumo is even also overbought. But XAUUSD silver is not. The Kumo is not twisted yet, but if the market consolidates or retraces to the previous resistance level, then bouncing goes up. XAUUSD may be more stably trending than gold. But yeah, silver has less volatility. Less like volatility and trends than gold. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, Ho says, thank you for your lesson. May I ask the eyes of Ichimoku that from high or low to span A and B? I am not really sure what you're asking. Is it the displacement or how many candles forward? If so, then yeah, the price to Senko span AB is 26 candles ahead, and Chikou span is 26 candles ago. You can actually take this in TradingView there is a date range tool. You can take that and count this candlestick as 1, not 0. Again, if you take this one and mouse over exactly on this today's doji and click on the left click on it, then this becomes 0 bar. If you do that, then it becomes 0 bar. But this today's candlestick has to be counted as 1, not 0. So you have to start one candlestick on the left and drag it to the right so that today's one becomes 1, not 0. Then forward to Senko span AB, and that becomes 26. So the displacement is correct in TradingView. So 26 forward is the Kumo Senko span AB, and again, if you want to count the number of candlesticks to Chikou span, you start one ahead so that today's candlestick becomes -1, and drag the left to the Chikou span, and that becomes 26. So yeah, so Chikou span is lagging 26 candles ago. Okay. Yes, Michael says every time I rewatch your videos, it always reveal new things which I don't catch earlier. Yeah, sure. So yeah, please look back my videos. Sometimes you can maybe check my old videos and you may get some insights by now. Yeah, it happens. Okay. Let's see. I see some more comments now. Right, so gold is now overbought, so stay away from it. Pradeep says, please inform GTS class timing. If one join, then timing is important. Me from India. So yeah, regarding the GTS quickly, so that class happens every Sunday. And actually you can see the time, you can see the schedule, course schedule here in this page. Scroll down and it happens 2 p.m. UTC every day. 12 p.m. UTC every day. The classes happens every Sunday. It starts at 12 p.m. UTC. So this is in a group meeting. We meet up to 5 members in a group. Sometimes it may be 1 or 2 members extra, but I keep the group small, and we meet up every Sunday, and also we meet one-on-one too to catch up individually, and it continues for the 3 months to fully master not only my strategy but also the money management. I give you a spreadsheet and also psychology management too. So that's a GTS class. And recently I also do 101. This is group, but I also do 101. So if your timing is not fitting to every Sunday at 12, you can also meet me 101, and I can also teach you my strategy fully. So just let me know by email, and I can give you more details. Okay, Speed says, Kay, what do you think about Euro AUD? Okay, Euro AUD, oh, hold on, let me see. Now the news happened, right? So let me see. First, let me check the news website. And okay, so ISM Services PMI in the US, the previous was 53.4, consensus was 53, but actual was 52.6. So the result turned out to be that it's worse than previous, worse than consensus. So in this case, in theory, USD currency will be sold. USD will be sold. And other currencies may be bought or sold. Depends on the correlation. And before I check the, the chart, you can also check the currency strength chart. You can also check the currency strength chart and how that news affected. So again, USD was sold. So it was sold. USD is orange. This one is USD. You can see that at the news, USD is sold heavily. So that was truly impacting the market, right? And also in negative correlation, usually is the JPY. When USD is sold, JPY tends to be bought. So I add JPY light blue, and JPY is bought, right, as negative correlation. And let's say pound. Pound green is bought. So pound and USD is now negative correlation. You can actually see that from the strength chart. And let me add euro. Euro is sold. The tip of the graph is going down, so euro is sold. So this is correlating to USD strengths. And AUD was bought. So AUD is now negative correlation to USD. AUD was bought, and CAD was sold. So CAD was sold, so it was sold on. CAD was sold, so it was the correlation to the USD direction, and Swiss franc was flat. So Swiss franc currency was not affected by the news in the US. And finally, NZD. New Zealand dollars was bought, so it was negative correlation to the USD. So by looking at the strength chart, you can also tell how the news impacted the market among the currencies. And based on that, you can check the charts and see how it's moving. And this is the reason why whenever this big news happens, even this is for USD, so right, even this is for USD, you better stay away from all the markets, because indirectly, this news can affect any markets, including gold. It affects. So since USD is sold, that means gold will be bought. So let me check that gold first. I'm just curious. All right, so gold is bought, but not so much. Let me check the 5-minute. Okay, so gold was bought at the news, but now sellers push the market down. So this means that there is strong resistance up here. If there's no sellers near the resistance, then at the news, it should have been broken bullish this way and continues uptrend. But because sellers are waiting to sell at the news, it did, and now it's going down. So, well, now it's consolidating, I would say. So yeah, looks like we better wait for the breakout of 2141.48 to be able to buy gold. And let me also check some other currencies. For example, let me check USD JPY. One of the USD pairs looks like, yeah, it was bought. Sorry, USD was sold, so it becomes bearish bar. Let me check the M5 and see how it impacted the market. Okay, yeah, as you can see, the gold, sorry, USD was sold, JPY was bought, and that's why this was one of the high impact market. But after USD was sold, the market pushed up, and now the new bar is now becoming bullish. So if this is the case, usually there will be another, again, inside bar structure. So we better wait for the inside, and if it breaks bullish, usually it goes the bullish direction. If it breaks bearish, usually it goes bearish direction. So this is only for the 5-minute time frame. In the lower time frame analysis, only by the price action, but this is usually what happens. And whenever there's a big bar and the news happens, then the market loses the volatility. So usually from here, it consolidates for 30 minutes, 1 hour, or 2 hours, or even 3-4 hours until it breaks either direction. So yeah, USD JPY seems to be still consolidating to me. This is not downtrend. This bar was down, bearish bar, but because of this long wick pointing down, I can see that this is now start to consolidate. Okay. Hello, Babak. Yep, you're welcome. Okay, Zay says, what is your longest losing streak? My longest losing streak is 3 times. Because when I had the 3 times of losses, I stay away from the market. Winstock says, which your videos show the way you change stop loss horizon? Stop loss horizon means stop loss like trial profits. I think I have the videos on this website, or you can check the stop loss and Forex K, and I think you can find some videos about my previous entry and exits. Oh, and also when you come to the GTS website, which is this one, you can hover over on services and click on GTS. You can come to this page, and if you scroll all the way down, then you can find my monthly performance, and below that I shared some of my live entries and exits. So maybe on those videos you can also find the way I move my stop losses. So please check these videos for your reference. Okay, US oil. All right, US oil, let me see. I think it's range overall, but let me check. Commodity. Yeah, US oil is now, it's actually bullish on the daily. The price is above the Tenkan-sen, and it looks like it's been supported by the trend line, so it's bullish, first of all. And Chikou span is now very close to candles. So from here, it may go down. It may retrace Kijun-sen. If it breaks the trend line, I think it retraces Kijun-sen. So it's better to wait for the bounce confirmation if you want to buy. Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, positive news. Yeah, thank you. And Cole says, thank you, Mr. K. Always good to see you. When bad trade, your talks calm me emotion. When trade good, I'm always excited to share with you. Oh, thank you very much for the comment. Yeah, losses do happen, right? But when you have losses, trading is a lonely process because oftentimes you have no one to share your experiences, and you may think too much if that's the case. Or if your wife or if your parents are against trading, then it may be even more difficult to handle your own emotion. So yeah, feel free to write some comments here, and so I can read it, and I can make comments on your comments. Until I start YouTube, I never had any traders friends. So after 6 years of my full-time trading experience, finally I started my YouTube, and I started to see traders friends, trader students and friends through my communities. But before, for the first 6 years, I never shared what I'm doing with anyone. Because this is something that not everyone can understand. The psychology or difficulties or struggles in trading, it's something that you can't really share. And unfortunately, my friends, my family members are all against trading. They think trading is gambling, and they don't really trust. They don't really think that the trading is like kind of like a profession. It was more gambling, they thought. So that's why it has been I didn't really share anyone. But it was good because I didn't really want to I didn't share with anyone my feelings, emotions, I became strong in myself, and I was able to find the answers within myself, within my back testing, within my own previous trades, previous losses. Sometimes, I talk to my previous, past myself, like last week myself or last month myself. I talk to me, and I look for the ways to improve my trades. So yeah, so it has been really, important journey for me. And when I was in Japan, I used to visit Kyoto. Kyoto is a city where there are so many temples are, and I used to have my favorite temples in Kyoto, and I visit there every like 3 months and meditate over there. So that also gave me strength to keep me going and, being positive, not like positive, but not positive negative in emotion, but be like neutral. Whenever I have profits, I don't feel anything. Whenever I have losses, I don't feel anything. I just keep routine and see how it goes and see what will be brought to me will be my, mindset. So after I had that experience in my emotion, then trading becomes much, much relaxed, and that's when I start to make, start to make profits stably. So, in one of the videos, I think it was in BNF videos, I said no emotion, and I got lots of comments like, how can you have no emotion in trading? It's impossible. And yeah, it is impossible. So what I really meant by no emotion is that, be neutral. You have to have emotion. It's okay to have emotion, but you have to know how to deal with it. And you have to balance it. If you can balance, and if you can, control the emotion, then you should be fine. Yeah. So that was my experience before. Okay. Oh, it's been already 1 hour. More than 1 hour. Time flies. Okay, let me quickly check some comments. Okay, let me see. What is the leverage do you use? I use leverage of 25. 25 is my leverage. Master says, good day, Kay. If we are already subscribed to your YouTube, what's the advantage of joining button next to it? Oh, that joining button is for Ichimoku community. But that Ichimoku community is closing in the 15th this month. So yeah, the option is to, I think it's better to join the KTS Academy or the GTS members. And you can find this information on the below description. So please check them and see if you're interested. Speed says, can you show us, do you use your other indicators? I use indicators of Ichimoku and Bollinger Band Stochastic and the lower time frames. Yes. Confin says, do you have any WhatsApp group so that I can connect personally? No, I don't. I don't have any WhatsApp group. And I don't have Telegram either. Recently I got the reports that there's like fake accounts of myself in Telegram. So, but I never do Telegram. I never do TikTok. So in case if you see me on one of these ones, they're all fake. So please be careful. And I never trade cryptos, and I never ask someone to manage your money to trade. I never do. So please be careful on that too. Hello, DY, good to see you. Your apartment, very good location. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, today is very foggy. It's been raining since 2 days, for the last 2 days, but Hopefully tomorrow will be sunny day. Okay, Supun says, every time I have big loss, it somehow teach me a lesson for life. Oh, that's deep. That's deep, but that's true too. Right, I think somehow all the experiences are connected, whether it's trading or life, work, or relationship. I think any experiences are connected after all, related after all. So, sometimes, someone says, or some of my students, says that, it's difficult to be disciplined in trading. And yeah, it's difficult if you are not disciplined in your daily life. If you have your own routine in trading, and if you have your own, cycles in your life, then discipline in your life, then discipline to trade, it will be easier. So if discipline to trade is difficult, then you can try to discipline in your life. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can start from a small routine, cleaning the desk in the morning before you trade, or clean the the entrance before you wake up, after you wake up in the morning, or before you sleep. You clean the the kitchen or so on, and that gives you different discipline, and that will affect psychologically in trading too. Indirectly, I think they are related, I think. Yeah, and big loss lessons also are, you can learn from it. And so when you are becoming good at trading, then I think you will also be good in life too, because you know how to risk manage the things. So you may be more careful when you decide something in your life, if you are doing the way how you trade. So yeah, and if you have the big loss in the trading, then you may have some big loss in life as well. In terms of time, could be money, could be relationship, you may have big loss. So the idea to put the stop losses is always important, not only trading, but also in life as well, sometimes. Yeah, because they're all related after all, I think. JJ says, if you have a chance to sit down with the Goichi Hosoda, what 2 questions would you ask him? Oh, 2 questions. Yeah, I don't know. I never imagined that I will be sitting down with him. If he's here now, and if he's right next to me right now, then I want to ask, what do you think about trading on the PC, on the screens? And what do you think about multiple time frame analysis? That will be the one. That may be the one, because there was no PC back then. Yeah. Simply, I want to spend like 1 day with him, and see how he thinks and see how he behaves, in 1 day. I simply want to observe instead of asking something to him. Confin Ed says, real investing is a very boring job. George Soros. Oh yeah, that's true. Well, investing is a very boring job. It's not really creative, to be honest. Trading Forex is also not really, exciting. Well, I mean, if you make profits, you may be excited, and you may, if you have some losses, you may be discouraged or you may feel down. But after a while, you feel nothing. Like even if you make 100 pips, you don't feel anything. And the reason is because it happens. It happens. And once it happens, then you feel less excited. But if 100 pips of live profit never happened to you, then you may feel excited because it's the first time or second time. You may feel excited. But after a number of 100 pips of experiences to take profits, you don't really feel excited. But instead, you simply follow the rules and you start to appreciate the strategy and discipline. So I won't say it's boring, but it's less creative. And it's really deep, I think. What do you think about AI coming in stock markets? Yeah, they are already here, right? AI in stock markets, in Forex also. Whenever this big news happens, I think it's AI that's moving the markets down and up. But there's always, the ways to, control, the ways to take trades for us. Yeah, even if it's AI or even if it's like, big institutional traders, we can do what they cannot do. So I think that's our strengths. Yeah. Do you think human would be able to complete machines and that to high-tech AI trained on big data? I think so, but again, there's always a way to trade manually. And I think manual trades will also beat some AI or robot trading as well. Yeah, and also I think the more AI trading becomes popular, the more manual trades becomes valuable. Yeah, I think so. Because in manual trading, you are a human being, you have emotion, you have, experience. So I think it's depends on the market you're trading, or depends on the style or the strategy you're trading. But we human being can see something that AI cannot see. And I think that's if you compare these two works, two trades, AI trading and human being trading, I think, we may still find that the human being trading are more profitable and more effective always. Yeah, but I'm not AI professional, so this is just my idea. I'm not really sure. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I think I will finish the live in about 5 minutes from now. So yeah, looks like there was a big news, but the market did not support the existing trends. So this is when the market becomes very choppy. Yeah. So, oh yeah, I see one comment. JJ says, have your parents visited Dubai and what was their reaction to the lifestyle? Oh, they haven't visited me yet. They haven't. I wish one day they could, but we'll see. Yeah. I would say they are more traditional, so I don't know what they say when you see Dubai. I'm not really sure. Yeah, they may like it, but I'm sure they will struggle. They may feel, difference, of course, between Japan and Dubai. So, yeah, let's see. Okay, Mr. Fernandez, thank you very much. Your point of view are always welcome, Kay. Have a great night in Dubai. Thank you very much. Yeah, and you too have a great night, great day today. So I will finish the live. So, all right. So thank you very much for watching and joining today's live stream. If you liked it, please press the like button before you leave. And please subscribe, because now my goal in my YouTube is to achieve 100K subscribers. So if you can help me, that would be great. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Okay, bye for now, everyone. またね. Thank you very much.